I'm just gonna go through some of this, some of the curriculum here quickly, and then I'll let you guys ask any questions. We're gonna do another info session. I'm also available for phone calls if you guys are interested in the training. Essentially, the healer training is offering teachings to give you the skills and the tools to learn how to offer healing to others in a one-on-one setting. So you learn coaching and counseling techniques, as well as and just basic, like not just basic, actually elevated, like communication techniques that you can also use in your life, in your work, with your family. You learn how to offer the breath work. The breath work is kind of like the main course, but as this is the third year that this healer training is being offered, and so as the healer training has evolved, I've added guest teachers and modalities that you learn as a part of the healer training. But the breath work, because it is such a powerful tool for healing yourself and for helping others heal, is kind of like the main course of the healer training. But you learn lots of other things as well. So you learn how to offer the breath work in a one-on-one way. So when you complete the training, you will basically learn how to do everything that I do in a healing session. If you have done a private healing session with me, and I'm going to talk about that for those of you who haven't. But to be able to even do the stuff, it's important that you have a foundation, right? You have to be a clear channel and have a very grounded foundation to start to work with people in that way, because it's important that you're safe and it's important that they're safe. So safety is a big deal when it comes to healing, offering healing, receiving healing. We must feel safe, otherwise we can do some damage. We can, and I've talked to people who have definitely experienced that, and I've experienced that, and I've seen it with others. So we are going to connect with each other and build community within the group. We have a code of ethics that we ask for the students to adhere to. We ask you guys to be sober during the length of the program for a number of reasons that I will talk with you offline about. Self-care, self-care, self-care. Lots of self-care teaching, lots of self-care practices. Understanding the autonomic nervous system, masculine and feminine energies, nutrition, and shamanic journeying. So you learn about shamanism from many different cultures. So I don't use the word shamanic in my promotion anymore. I used to call this shamanic healing breathwork. It is shamanic healing, but that can be really confusing and sometimes offensive to indigenous peoples, and I want to be really careful about that. And also, what you're learning with me is not shamanism from a specific lineage. I want to be like one lineage. We're actually bringing teachings from various different lineages into this course, and so it's important to understand that. What else? So shamanic journeying as a way for healing is a big part of the course. When you do the breath work with me, you are actually going on a journey. You're going on a shamanic journey, and while I'm praying and singing, and we're working with the energies in the room as you're journeying. We're kind of journeying with you as practitioners, and that really is what shamanic healing is. There's different ways to journey. There's drumming, there's dancing, there's breathing, there's ingesting plant medicines like ayahuasca or peyote or wachuma medicine, which you'll learn about that as well. So different ways to journey, and prayer, Kundalini yoga, and meditation is a big part of the course. We're going to do it together. You get a 40-day practice. You're going to learn the repertoire of Kundalini yoga practices that I share with my clients for different things. So it's not a teacher training, but what you can do is you can be like, hey, I've practiced this. Like it's not a Kundalini teacher training. I practice this. It works really great for me. You can share it. I'd like to share it with you. I'd like to share it with you. You know, if you want to go to a class, I can help you find a teacher, and that's kind of how we do that. Unless you're a Kundalini teacher. You get Reiki 1, 2, and 3 attuned. Do you want to talk a little bit about Reiki, Ravi?
Sure. How many of you have actually experienced Reiki? Anybody? Okay, cool. All right, so, well, Reiki is two words, Rei and Ki. Rei means higher or universal, and Ki is a Japanese word for Chi. So it's the universal life field that is out there. And then what we do is we're attuned to tap into that energy and channel it. Just remember, you're channeling the energy. You're not controlling it. You're not doing anything. You're channeling the energy and into the person, and it is up to the person to decide, or their higher self to decide how much Reiki they need or where the Reiki is needed, etc. Mm-hmm. So just you have to think of yourself as a clear channel, and this is what we teach in shamanic training as well. You've got to be a clear channel of channeling the energy. You're not actually using your own energy to do that, but you're channeling the universal energy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So you're never healing anybody. We don't heal. I don't heal anybody. I channel. We channel, right? So that's a really important, and then it's up to the person to choose how much healing they want to receive. So just for the sake of time, I'm going to breeze through this. So you learn a lot of different modalities. You learn Reiki, you learn the ritual breath work, you're going to learn Satnam Rasayan, which is a mode of healing in the Kundalini tradition, open human heart healing, cultivating your intuitive gifts, learning how to be visionary and deciphering visions, being that clear channel, how to set boundaries, spiritual hygiene, working with various forms of energies and spirit guides, understanding the chakras. So there's a lot in this course that you're going to learn how to practice and do. And then we get into sound healing, so you're going to learn how to play the gong and tone and create spiritual music. So it's a very rich course that gives you a lot of different things, kind of like a tasting menu, that you could find one thing and be like, wow, I really want to go into Reiki, or I really want to go into sound healing, but you're going to get enough teachings where you're going to be able to start to practice that with other people. And I just want to say, this is an amazing course to do, not only if you want to become a healer, but if you just want to go deep into your healing journey, and you're really excited about any of these things, and you like me and you want to learn from me. Not everybody, if I resonate with you. And Ravi is going to be teaching Reiki and drumming, and he's on the leadership team. And Devin is she's my right hand lady, helping doing interviews right now, and teaching anointing, and she's an amazing massage therapist, and going to teach some other stuff.
Yeah. I'll most likely be teaching some level of how to touch with a healing intent, and do that in a way that feels good for you and for your people.
Yeah. So Ravi and Devin are both masterful healers, and they'll also be here to help people as they're going through stuff, because when we go into a course like this, stuff comes up, and so you will be very supported. And Lydia will probably be around, and still solidifying the leadership team, but you will have a bunch of badass healers that will be supporting you. Any questions about any of this before we move on to the healing ceremony? Yes.
How can we find out more information?
How can you find out more information? That's a great question. Where are those flyers that were in the drum? Are they still in the drum?